you want to see right off at the top. We have a little bit of a snippet, a little bit of a look at the movie Twilight.
It's strong. Your skin's pale white and ice cold.
Are you afraid?
I'm not the most dangerous thing out there.
I want to hear the dialogue. They're saying, talk, talk. I want to hear the dialogue. I want to see the clip of the movie, just like everybody else. This is great. The movie's finally coming out. We have the last installment of the book, maybe. Book coming out after. There's a lot of intrigue. There's a lot to cover. Stephenie Meyer is here. A great, great pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much.
I am not going to ask you the question that everybody asks you, and here is why. 10 million copies sold, a movie that has clips being shared by thousands all over the internet, an online compatible community here, such intense interest, why should you be compared to anybody else? Harry Potter be gone, I say. There's no reason to ask you.
Thank you. You know, it's a really flattering comparison, but I like to see Stephenie Meyer. It's pretty cool.
Of course it is. Of course it is. So, and I like this because now we're seeing the audience grow. Initially, the market for the book was seen as young girls because there's a young teen involved here, falls in love, this interesting, hairy love triangle there, a little vampire, little werewolf, and the Bella, which is very special to me. I have a young daughter named Bella. Although the whole idea of romance, I see every boy as a werewolf or a vampire. So but it has branched out from just young teenage girls. What are you seeing here?
Oh, I've got a ton of fans my age, the 30-something moms, which I really love because I wrote the book for myself, and so it makes sense to me that they would like it too. And we've got boy readers, and got everyone from, I got a letter from an 86-year-old grandma who was excited about the series. I think that was the top of my age limit, and then down to 8-year-olds write to me.
And, you know, interesting, many know the backstory that this came to you in a dream and you woke up and kind of did like just an info dump of this great dream that you had had. But I think one of the things that captivates people about the series is how organic it is. You know, that this wasn't something product of a publishing house or a marketing firm. Are you surprised at the interest in the evolution of the character, the audience growing, the want for more? Did you picture any of this?
Oh, no. I didn't picture anything like this. It's really exciting that they care so much about the characters, too, because that's how I feel when I'm writing it. I want to know what happens next. I want to see how it develops and what they say to each other, and to have other people feel the same way. It's so gratifying.
Now, how do you get the inspiration for vampire, werewolf, human interactivity from everyday life? Do you have to put yourself in a certain place? Do you have to like try to be different to think of those types of thoughts?
But once you have the characters in place, which luckily I got that great dream to start me off, when you have very strong characters, they just decide the story themselves. So I just am along for the ride. I get to watch what they want to do. It's really exciting.
Now, what can you tell me about this latest installment of the book, other than it's not officially the last? You know, I was worried about violence here this morning. It was officially the last. But there is a book that's going to come out after it that's the perspective from one character's perspective. But what can you tell me about this book?
Not very much.
Oh, come on.
Until tomorrow.
These people here, they expect something. I'm a hard interviewer.
Well, I can tell you that I really love it, and I had so much fun writing it. I had the story in mind from the very beginning. After I finished Twilight and I decided to continue on, I knew how this was going to end. And so from, 2003, 2 years before anyone had seen Twilight, this was the book that was brewing. So it's very much the story I always wanted to tell, and I'm excited about that.
One detail, one suggestion, something that I can seem special in all of this?
Okay. Well, I got to write a wedding, which was so much fun. I love weddings.
You like that? Write a wedding? Anybody here? You anxious? You like it? I did my job. We're happy now. I can move on. Good. I like it. How has this changed your life personally? Obviously, it's lucrative and successful, but dealing with your own family situation, the separation of author, mother, spouse, how do you deal with it?
It is a real separation. When I'm at home, everything is just normal. I'm mom. It's just every day, you know, kind of what you expect, very normal and standard. And then every now and then I have to be Stephenie Meyer and go on the road and have cameras pointed at me. But generally, I get to just be me. It's cool.
We have all these viewers came in. 1,000 emails we have within 24 hours. It's like definitely a record here at GMA. So let me just give you one of them here. We have Australia, Brazil, Sweden, even Malaysia. Many of them said the theme was, please don't end the series. Why is Breaking Dawn the end of the series? Give them some comfort. Is it technically the end?
It's the end of Bella's story. She's not going to tell the story anymore, but I don't know if I'm completely finished with the characters. There's a reason it had to end, though. I think there's a natural arc to a story, and if you prolong that unnaturally, It doesn't read well. It's not a good story anymore.
Strong point, strong point. Another popular question, does your husband ever get jealous of Edward? Clearly coming from a woman. Why would you think he'd get jealous of a vampire? Anyway.
No, he refuses to be jealous of fictional characters. He says, I'm real, so I've got one on him there.
I like that. That is nice.
Yeah,
we all have to
real.
have something. One last question. This is from a young fan asking advice. I'm 12 and going into the 7th grade, and I've started writing a book myself and would like to know how to get started. What's the best tip?
I think the most important thing is to write the book without worrying about where am I going to publish this, how do I get it sent out to people, will I get rejected? Because the publishing part is not the fun part. The fun part is writing. So enjoy the story. Don't think about anyone else while you're writing it. When it's all done, and you're completely happy with it, then look into it. There's a lot of help online. Get on there and Google search. Writer's Market is a great resource. And then start looking into agents that represent the same kind of work as yours. But really, I think the most important thing is just to enjoy the writing. Write like there's no one else that's ever going to read it, and you're the only reader that matters.
That's tough for you to do.
Yeah, I can still do it. That's how I write. I have to forget the whole world when I do it.
Beautiful. Stephenie Meyer, congratulations on the success. Thank you for joining us. And I want you to tell me one more thing about the book after. And then you'll all know I know, so they'll watch every day. Thank you so much. All of you can go to abcnews.com to check out the trailer from the movie Twilight. And you can head to the site on Saturday morning to get an exclusive excerpt of Meyer's new book. Hopefully I'll have it before any of you. When we come back, A Doctor's Mission of the Heart, giving children a world away, the gift of life.